Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jay Cohn.
And I'm Jeanelle Slade. A Billings man convicted in a 2015 murder will now get a new trial.
The reason, the Montana Supreme Court says critical evidence was excluded from Joseph Pollock's trial.
Now, Pollock is serving an 80-year prison sentence for shooting and killing Richard Hofferber in a Billings Heights trailer park 3 years ago. That incident, often described as a dispute over a woman named Andrea Sattler.
Now, Sattler was the only eyewitness to the killing, but may have been on drugs at the time of the crime. A meth pipe that was found at the scene was originally excluded from evidence in the case. In addition, presiding judge Mary Jane Nisley did not allow defense attorneys to question Sattler about her possible methamphetamine use prior to the shooting. Pollock testified that he acted in self-defense, claiming it was Hofferber who was charging at him with a spiked rod while Hofferber was high on methamphetamine.
But in the end, the jury found Pollock guilty of deliberate homicide, criminal endangerment, and tampering with evidence. Now, the high court says Sattler's testimony was the crux of the prosecution's case.
The newest Montana crime report out from the State Department of Justice shows an alarming spike in drug-related crimes across the Big Sky state.
Crimes involving methamphetamine and heroin use up dramatically statewide, to the point that Attorney General Tim Fox says the state is in a substance abuse crisis. Fox says the situation is testing the capacity of Montana's court system and jails, as well as the state crime lab.
This new report highlights the changes from 2011 to 2017. Over that time, meth use jumped 375% in post-mortem cases, 324% in DUI cases. Controlled substance cases involving meth increased 415%. Cases involving heroin spiked 1,234%.
Now, there are 2 state crime labs here in Montana, one in Missoula and a smaller satellite lab here in Billings.
Probation and parole officers finally getting some long overdue recognition this week. Tonight, Q2's Jenny Fick reports on what many people call a thankless job.
Across the country, Probation and Parole Week is celebrated for 1 week in July.
So in Billings, we have 30 line officers with 2 youth officers, and we supervise 2,300 people in the Billings community alone.
These officers are responsible for monitoring the activities of offenders that require supervision.
Parole, probation, or conditional release to improve their lives, stay sober, help them seek services to improve their lives, whether it's housing, employment, chemical dependency, mental health.
These officers partner with agencies around the area to facilitate rehabilitation and guidance and secure employment and stability.
A big tool that we use is motivational interviewing. That's huge when we're working with our caseload day to day. We want to use that motivational interviewing to get them going, to help get them excited, to help see the positive and the goals that they want to achieve.
The job can be disappointing and at times dangerous.
Our job is hard, and with the resources that we have, we do the best that we can. And we want the community to know that we're here and doing positive things.
The job can also be fulfilling.
It's a great feeling when you work with someone from the beginning who might just be coming out of a facility all the way to through the end of their sentence, and they've accomplished everything that they needed to, and they are set up with housing, they're a positive member of their family again, they're working, they're giving back. It's a really rewarding experience to be able to see them go through that process.
In Billings, Jenny Fick, MTN News.
And Jenny tells us there's a special barbecue planned this weekend for the local probation and parole staff. Plus, United Blood Services is holding a special blood drive July 31st. They're going to take their blood donation truck and set up shop down at the Billings Probation and Parole office.
If you are planning to attend the Vice President's rally here in Billings next Tuesday, those plans will need to change a little bit. Instead of next Tuesday, the free public event is now scheduled for 1 week from today on the morning of July 25th.
Now, those wishing to attend still need to register and reserve tickets at americafirstpolicies.org. Doors for Wednesday morning's rally open at 7:30. The event starts at 9:30, all at Metroparks Montana Pavilion.
The third Saturday in July means one thing here in Billings. It's the annual kickoff of the Yellowstone Valley Farmers Market. A dedication to local growers and responsible food production has helped the market thrive over the years. And now the Farmers Market enters its 33rd year serving the Billings community. Patrons can look forward to a wide variety of locally sourced produce as well as prepared food items. and know that their dollar is going back into this community. Yellowstone Valley Farmers Market President Shelley Gavert, whose family's greenhouse has been a 25-year vendor at the market, says customers can look forward to the same standard of excellence and friendly atmosphere they've come to expect over the years.
We've got a few new food vendors, a couple new growers. The faces pretty much are the same of the vendors that are at market. Every once in a while there's new ones in. The weather's slowed us down a little bit. We might have some vegetables that aren't ready yet, but for the most part everybody's on track and ready to roll.
The market opens on Saturday mornings from 8 until noon and runs its season through October 6th.
Still to come on tonight's 5:30 news, you can take a walk on the wild side and you can do it from the safety of your couch. In a moment, we'll show you how.
Also tonight, don't miss this breathtaking view from the top of Montana's highest peak.
Wow. And later in sports, Scott sets the table for next week's Great American Championship Hill Climb, now paying out over $100 grand in prize money.
And coming up in weather, got a little splash of that shower moving through Billings right now. And in fact, we have a few more coming our way. How bad are they? We'll let you know coming up in just a few more minutes.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Cohn and Jeanelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Green. This is the 5:30 news on Q2, Montana's news leader.